please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
10,500 is here. It's looking stronger and stronger, and the mid-caps are doing even better today. The Nifty Bank is firing up. You can't find complaints with this market on this Friday. So if you talk about some of the major movers and shakers, there's more buying on a couple of IT names. For instance, take a look at Tech Mahindra. That's a stock that's now flying away. Infosys continues to pile on a little more of the gain. And then, of course, metals has been a strong pocket as well. So Hindalco continues to get the top honors. What a week for the stock. 11-12% up, and of course add the 1.5%, 2.5% actually off today. By the way, on the mid-cap side, let's not forget the kind of action we are seeing. Take a look at something like a Rupa or a VIP Clothing. So there are a lot of ideas that are sort of bouncing around in the mid-cap market as well. The advance decline ratio is extremely positive. Two stocks advancing for every one that is down. Strong market. Well, on that note, let's get you the promised exclusive conversation that Shereen Bhan had with N.Chandrasekaran, chairman of Tata Sons. She was speaking to him on the sidelines of the Hindustan Times Mint Asia Leadership Summit, which is underway in Singapore. Shereen began by asking Chandra about the timeline of the balance sheet repair, which is underway at the group.
We are well on our way. If you really look at it, the biggest one was Tata Teleservices. That's we are going through that process, and the transaction has to conclude. Then that will be done, hopefully, this year. Then we have looked at Tata Steel, and Tata Steel, we have found a solution in the form of a joint venture in Europe. Again, that's in the works. That transaction has to conclude. And once that is done, some part of the debt will go away as part of the joint venture. Then we are focused on expanding Tata Steel. We have already said that we want to double our capacity in India. Then there is some issues with Tata Motors. That company is going about it. Tata Power is also addressing it. I think I must say that we must be significantly better by the end of this year.
Things on track as far as the ThyssenKrupp joint venture is concerned. And B, the India opportunity for steel, you've looked at stressed assets. Bhushan Steel is one of the companies that Tata Steel has decided to pick up. And now you've got a battle in the steel business on between ArcelorMittal, JSW, and even somebody like Vedanta. So, how is the steel business looking like in India today?
See, I think on the ThyssenKrupp joint venture, we are progressing it. We are on track, I would say. But nevertheless, there is a process you have to go through. And there are a number of steps in this whole thing. So we are pretty confident that we will conclude it as per our timelines. Second, as part of the India steel business, it's a very attractive market. I think we have huge expansion opportunities in India because the overall capacity is around 75 million tons or whatever. I think it can really double and triple in India, given India's needs. We have taken a call that we will do an organic expansion at our plant in Kalinganagar of 5 million tons, and then couple of assets we have gone for. So with that, our doubling the capacity plan will be on track if you're able to conclude all these transactions successfully.
The other two businesses that that continue to drive the growth for the group, Tata Motors and TCS. Let me start by asking you about TCS. What is the external environment looking like today as far as Indian IT is concerned?
With regard to IT industry, I have said that it's a great industry. It's going to be seeing enormous growth. I feel that the TCS definitely I can talk for. All the investments have been done in terms of how to operate in the new world, which is dominated by AI, analytics, machine learning, deep learning, IoT, whatever you want to call it. That throws up enormous opportunities because every company has to reinvent itself. And you can see the order book that TCS has clocked in the recent months. So I believe that the Indian industry growth story will continue.
government has put out the information memorandum for public consumption. The question is, will you consider bidding for Air India or not?
See, there is a deadline which extends till, I think, middle of May.
14th of May.
So wouldn't we leave it at that?
But given the fact that you already have two aviation companies in India, Tata Vistara and of course AirAsia India, would it be of interest to consider another airline foray? It's a low multiple business. Do you really want to continue to be in another low multiple business?
The issue is not whether it's a low multiple business or a high multiple business. Yes, the fact is, yes, we are already in two different airlines. And whether this adding one more airline, however attractive or unattractive or complicated it may be, it's a question that we need to think through, and there are many factors to consider, but all your questions are valid.